Once again, good morning. Welcome to It's All About Racine, Saturday, February 15th, 2014. A great day to be alive in Racine County. And one of the, I say that every show. I say it every day of my life, and I truly believe it. Because of people like Jeff Gustin and the other individuals that are behind this new group called Veterans Outreach of Wisconsin. We've had Jeff on our show before. And Jeff, welcome again to It's All About Racine on News Talk 1400 WRJN.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I know you got some good things to say. Tell us about why you felt there was a need, your group felt there was a need to start this new organization, again, called Veterans Outreach of Wisconsin. I'm correct in that name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we've been doing Veterans Outreach for a while now, and the longer we do it, the more we find out and the more we see the need to do more. Plain and simple. If the need is out there, there's a handful of people that will try to meet that need.
The need, and we're going to talk a lot about the homeless, which is, again, just something that, if my voice gets a little bit higher, a little bit stronger, it's because that I just cannot believe that. But there's also a need, whether it be an addiction need, whether it be psychological, emotional needs.
Readjusting to society.
Sure, and that's all the things that you're also involved in, right, Jeff?
We keep somewhat involvement in it, but directly, no. You know, we try to help out other organizations that are specifically there to help with that. Mm-hmm. You can't do everything and make a difference, so we try to pick out one certain thing that we know we could make a difference on.
You know, and I went on the website just putting outreach veterans. It didn't even put Wisconsin on there. There's a lot of outreach organizations throughout the country. And then when you go on the last two letters WI, then you come up on what we are what you are presenting today. There's a definite need for groups like yours, and we certainly salute you for doing that.
No, thank you. There is a lot of groups out there to do various forms of help and outreach, and all the worst part is they're all needed, and
right.
There's more needed to get the job completely done.
Mm-hmm. So is the Veterans Outreach of Wisconsin specifically involved in working with the homeless veterans?
Homeless and at risk.
At risk?
And
what determines an at-risk veteran?
An at-risk is somebody that may have lost his job, is in danger of losing his apartment. He's in danger of soon being homeless. And if we can do something to help them out so that they don't get to that point, that will keep the homeless number down.
I certainly don't have any professional training in this, but I was trying to go through my mind before the show this whole week. What is the correlation between being homeless and the veterans? Because as Mark said, 1 out of every 4 homeless person out there has served our country. Is there a connection, Jeff?
A connection in which way?
I guess we're asking probably why are there so many veterans out there that are homeless? I mean, is there some? Have we been able to discover? Is there some reasons?
Exactly.
For this, to me, it's just an unbelievable stat.
Right.
The transition back to civilian life cannot be easy. For one, they're misunderstood. They've seen and done things that we could only imagine in our worst dreams, and they need help with that transitional period.
There you go, and I'm sure that's what it is. And you know, with the post-traumatic trauma, there's a word for it, but
PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay, where reoccurrences can come up in dreams, it can come up in everyday life. It can be dealing with, for example, and I don't have any personal knowledge, but it could be dealing with a boss that gets a little bit upset with you. And here you have, the veteran, have seen, as you're saying, atrocities that nobody should see, and you got to go off on the guy, you know? So I think that's all transitioning into civilian life.
Let's talk about the ways the Veterans Outreach of Wisconsin, this new organization, some of the things. Let's talk about your mission statement, first of all.
Well, our mission is to help veterans strive for normalcy in life by helping them furnish their newfound homes and providing whatever additional assistance we can.
And how do you hope to be able to do this?
What we do is we work with a couple other agencies. That's how we contact the veterans. If there's a lot of agencies out there that will help out with housing, utility bills, stuff along that lines. But when a homeless veteran gets a key to an apartment, that's all he gets is a key. Chances are he's walking into a new apartment with a duffel bag. Our goal is to furnish that apartment for them free of charge to the veterans to make a positive home environment to help them on their road to recovery.
Wow, that's
How do we help,
fantastic.
Jeff? What is the there's an event coming up, is that what it is?
Yeah, we are having our first open house on March 1st.
Okay.
That's where people can come in, see the warehouse, see the operations. We can answer any questions for them they may have. Basically, we're using the open house to help spread the word that we're there, that we're here to help, and we're in need of your donations.
Now you have a location. The Veterans Outreach of Wisconsin has an actual address and location in a building,
Yes.
correct?
Our,
And that's where's that at?
Our address for the warehouse is 1454 Summit Avenue, Building 13. If you're familiar with Racine, that is the old Horlick Malted Milk Complex.
Oh, okay.
We're right in
Okay.
the middle of there.
Okay.
All right.
Know that building well, in fact. So
And,
Go ahead, Jeff. I'm
the
sorry.
open house will be March 1st from noon to 5. We're going to have hors d'oeuvres and soda and coffee, and just want people to come in and see where we're at and learn a little bit more about what we're doing and try to help.
you're also going to have some very special guests there that day.
Yes, kind of our guest of honor will be Medal of Honor recipient Gary Wetzel. He received the Medal of Honor from the Vietnam War. He's going to be stopping by and
Is he a
make an
local
appearance. Yes.
Young man.
Good.
Now, you, Jeff, you're not, but your son is.
Yeah.
Is
No,
he
I am not a
correct?
veteran. My son is active duty. He's in the 101st Airborne down in Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
And did you say he's back from Afghanistan?
Yes, he's a combat vet. He got back in last October.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about it in a personal way. Have you seen a change in your son from the time he went into service to now?
Absolutely.
And is some
what way?
positives and some negatives? Or what?
There's a lot of positives and there's a couple negatives. He's been back for a few months now, so things are getting better.
Okay.
He's a little easier to talk to. It's the whole transition thing we talked about. He has to figure out how to get back to daily life.
He can be talked to by military psychiatrists to try and deprogram and bring them reentry into the civilian life. And I'm sure that is still done with these veterans also.
Oh, everybody that gets back, they have kind of a little debriefing period where they, help them transition back to everyday life here in the States.
Right.
Now, I know there's two things that every nonprofit organization needs to be successful. One is volunteers. Are you looking for people to join your organization?
We're always looking for volunteers because
Is there a cost involved? Is there
No, for volunteers, absolutely not. We're looking for volunteers with the nature of what our donations are. It's backbreaking work to some extent. We're picking up and delivering furniture. As we all know, when a friend calls to help you move, you kind of duck. Oh, well, we're looking for people to step up for that help to move.
So it's an interesting point. It's not only money donations, but it's other donations as well.
Yes, absolutely. We couldn't do it without either end. We need the monetary donations to run the operations. Because of what it is, there is a larger overhead. We have the warehouse now where we store everything. We have an area where we bring the furniture in, get it cleaned up, touched up, painted up, tightened up, whatever it needs, so that when we take it to a veteran's home, it's ready to go.
Right.
Are you also looking for things such as towels, dishes, glassware, things like that?
The easiest way to explain what we're looking for is anything you have in your house now, they do not have when they move into a home.
All right, that's good.
Dust? No.
I got plenty of that.
Yeah.
But getting back to the event, it's March 1st from noon to 5, 1454 Summit Avenue. You mentioned Gary Wetzel. There's an international model, Nada Stevek, who's going to be there, correct?
Yes.
And then there's a Cigar for Warriors.
What is your website so that people can go to it, by the way?
Our website is vetsoutreachwi.us.
Okay, once again, repeat that for people so they get a little chance to put it down.
vetsoutreachwi.us.
And I tell you, if you're any kind of an American, if you enjoy the 4th of July, if and our parade here in town, and I know this community, it will get behind this organization, and I want to see it busting from the seams with members. I'll join personally. I would love to be your media outreach person. I've got a small contribution for you today on my behalf to help. I wish it could be more, but if I get a chance to, there'll be more coming for me personally. Again, if you need somebody to be your media outreach, please call on me. These mics will always be open to you. I think this is a very, very important organization, and I want to thank you for what you're doing and all the other members. How many members do you currently have of this new organization? Do you have any idea?
Well, right now we have a 5-member board of directors
Okay.
to oversee everything.
Yeah, we were talking off the air a little bit, Jeff. Are we as a country doing a good job of finding jobs for vets?
It certainly seems to be getting a lot better, which is a big step on eliminating this problem.
Sure, and that is eliminated. The problem then magnifies itself if you don't have a job. Then you go into possibly some of these, addictions, whether it's drug, alcohol, and you become homeless. It's just a vicious circle. I remember. Go ahead.
Just like, in fact, we mentioned one of those companies out there, and I've seen the advertisement on TV, and I know you have too, Jeff. You don't know much more about it other than that, but Walmart, very, very, very dedicated to helping veterans find work.
Mark, you and I are old enough. Jeff is a lot younger than we are, but we remember when the Vietnam vets came back.
Oh, sure.
And how really ostracized they were because it becomes a political thing. Jeff, what do you got?
You brought up the Vietnam veterans. Just a number out here that's really going to hurt when you hear it. From the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans, they've reported that more Vietnam era veterans have been or are homeless than lost their lives in the Vietnam War.
Wow. Is that right?
At this age, at the age they are right now, to imagine them walking the streets, sleeping behind buildings after what we put them through, how?
I'm getting goosebumps here.
I know.
Then why the hell
same
did
here.
we start this a long time ago? I mean, this is. Can you say that, Scott? You better roll back that comment right there. But why haven't we started this sooner? And maybe in some respects there was a start, but that's absolutely it's unbelievable.
It takes one person, or in this case, 5, getting together to
Right.
put this organization together. But from now on, it's definitely going to be part of my life to further their efforts in whatever I can do, as long as I'm behind this mic. And I know you feel the same way, Bob.
Yeah.
I know you do. We will do everything we can to promote you and help you, not only with our words, but I will also try to help you as much as I can financially. This is something I truly, truly believe in. We all got our struggles, but we also all have our blessings, and our blessings always outnumber our struggles. And I'll be talking a little bit about that at the end of the show today.
Right.
What other are you doing in some fundraising efforts that will be coming up?
Well, right now we're just getting started. We're getting everything set up.
Okay.
We have our open house. That's all that's actually scheduled right now. We use social media, Facebook and Twitter, which has been just great for reaching out to people. That's where most of our donations have come through, monetary-wise, and that's where the contacts have come for the goods that we've picked up.
But let's make sure that everybody knows the event is March 1st. We mentioned that. It's at Summit Avenue. Now, the point I want to make, if people want to contact somebody, can they contact you, Jeff?
Yes, they can contact us direct. At our phone number is 262-221-8350. They can also go on to our website, vetsoutreachwi.us, and email us through there, or they can contact us and find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Well, and I know you, and we're going to promote I almost said that word again. We're going to promote the heck out of this, too, to make sure that people are aware of what's happening. There's another name here, Joe Bria.
Yes, that's me and Joe actually sat down one day and talked about this, and we both looked at each other and said, we have to get it started.
Right. Okay.
Well,
good for you.
He's the right hand. I couldn't do this organization without him.
praise the Lord you did.
Right.
It's hard to talk about some of these things. Those stats, the Vietnam one that you just gave us, the 1 out of every 4 homeless has served this country, and this is something Okay, it hasn't been here in the past, but it's here now, and we are going to promote the heck out of this. As
Right.
we say, the heck out of this, and help you as very much as again. I said, please call me, use me as much as you can, whatever I can do for you. I'll be a spokesperson, whatever you need. Call on me. Here I am. Use me, as they say. So,
Jeff, have we
thank
missed
you for
anything?
Yeah, I got a couple different stats that really kind of prove and show
Okay.
what the problem is.
Good.
And these are all from the National Coalition of Homeless Veterans. 51% of the individual homeless veterans have disabilities. 50% of those individual homeless veterans have serious mental illness. That goes to show you that they're out there and they need more help than just what we're trying to do.
Right.
So it doesn't stop here. 50% are age 51 or older, compared to only 19% of non-veterans. That one really hurts. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development reports that 57,849 veterans are homeless on any given night.
Wow.
wow, you said goosebumps. Just makes you shake
Mad.
your head, and it makes you mad.
Exactly.
Yeah, it does, and it makes you want to do something about it. So
And
that's
then I got one more that just shows you the urgency for the program that we put together. From the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, the top 10 highest unmet needs identified by homeless veterans. Number 1 is long-term permanent housing. Number 2 is move-in assistance with rent and utilities and security deposits. Number 3 is goods, furniture, housewares for their new apartments.
Do we know how? Do we have a stat? We've talked about 1 out of 4 and everything. Do we have any idea how many homeless veterans we have in Racine and Racine County?
The count, they haven't broken it down to just small regions.
Okay.
All of the counts that I've been able to find are kind of national-wide.
Whatever that number is, we're going to work to eliminate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being with us. Thank you for what you're doing. God bless your efforts. Again, whatever I can do personally to help you, I'd love to be your spokesperson and love to go out and help you in any way I can. These mics are always open to you. We've said that to many people, and especially in this case, this is a problem I want to eliminate. I know you're working hard to do that. I know you do too, Bob, and we will get it done. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We will get it done. We're going to help eliminate this problem here in Racine and Racine County and throughout our country. Again, God bless you for your work. Thanks for being with us.
One last thing,
Thanks for
Jeff.
having me out.
What's your son's name?
Brian.
Right.
Brian, if you're listening, thank you for serving. We
Yep.
really appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you very, very much.
Go ahead, Jeff.
All right.
I just want to say thanks for having me out, and thanks for helping spread the word.
You're very well prepared, too, Jeff.
Thank you.
Right now, let's take a break. We'll be right back.